Okay, how do we charge the electric ATV?
Well, here is two little chargers we have, and I have these pieces of aluminum thermal tape to these because they got way too hot in my opinion. Even with the heat sinks that were on there. But anyway, so these power bricks right here are, find one without, they're 25.2 volt 10 amps. So these actually came with the batteries. You likely won't have that, but what you can end up doing is watch to the end of this video and I'll show you how I'm going to charge the 72 volt battery pack. And you can use that for basically any charger you want. But we just plug this into the wall, and this one charges one battery, this one charges the other 24 volt battery. So they're both charged separately, and the reason we do that is because it makes it easier to balance both battery packs, because they do discharge and charge at different rates. So we plug these right into the battery, and this one I just lately have been wire nutting it, but that's kind of a pain. So let me show you what we're going to do to charge the 72 volt pack and how to do the math for that and find the parts so that you can charge any battery pack you want, regardless of chemistry or voltage. So let me show you that real quick. We'll hop onto the computer. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is go on to either eBay or Amazon, and you're going to just search for a buck booster. A buck bucks the DC voltage down. A booster boosts the DC voltage up. So what you're going to do is look for, after you've searched for buck booster, you're going to look through and determine what you need. Of course, you're going to need to know what you need, depending on your battery pack or your power supply. So I know I need, for my 72 volt pack, I probably need a buck booster that's capable of around 100 volts. So I just searched buck booster 100 volt. And likely I don't even need a buck. I just need a booster to boost the voltage from my whatever voltage it is. If it's 24 volt power supply, 12 volt power supply to 100 volt. So the best option that I have right here is a boost voltage converter. It's a Drock, and Drock sells lots of these. It's a voltage regulator, and the input voltage is 10 to 60 volts, and it will step it up to 12 to 90 volts. So that will be perfect, because my battery pack is a 20 cell, and the way you're going to basically do that math is open your calculator, or if you already know the math, mine is a 20 cell lithium ion, so I would do 20 times my top charged voltage will be 4.2 per cell. So each cell is 4.2 volts when it's fully charged. So 20 times 4.2. So my top voltage is 84 volts. So this buck booster here would be fine, because it'll boost it up to 90 volts. Now I can order this, and if they have any, I don't see a price on this, I can order this or one like this if I have to find a different one. And what you're going to end up doing is you're going to feed it in, if this is the inlet, with a different power supply. So you're going to need some sort of DC power supply, whether it's just a 12 volt power supply, 12 volt power brick, or some other DC charger. I'll show you what I'm going to use, but you're going to need a DC input, and it's going to take that input, boost it or buck it, whatever you need. In my case, it's going to boost it up to 84 volts or whatever that was, so that the batteries charge to their fullest. So that's going to be just the simple way to do it. Of course, there is some more expensive and complicated ways to do it, but that would kind of just be the simplest way to charge a cell. Now, keep in mind with these buck boosters, if you load them up to their maximum current, they don't last as long. So just be careful with that. So let me show you the DC power supply that I'm going to use. Okay, here's my power supply. This was a 24 volt charger for some golf cart of some sort, and it didn't work because this board that was in there is fried. And what it is though is basically a transformer. You plug it into the wall, the transformer runs the AC current through the transformer to produce 24 volt off of the bottom coil. So then you pull off the bottom coil and we have 24 volts, but it's not DC yet. It's still AC at this point. So it's not 120 volt AC. It is 24 volt, or actually in my case 24 volt and 24 volt AC off of the transformer. So we need something to convert this from AC to DC to fix this charger, but of course your charger can be whatever you want. So let me show you how to turn any transformer, if it's the right voltage, into DC. Okay, so here we are back on Amazon. You can do this on eBay if you'd like to, but you're just going to go into Amazon and you're going to search for a rectifier, a DC rectifier. So search for a DC rectifier and you will get lots of these little guys that look like this, and this basically takes AC in, rectifies it, and turns it into constant current. So instead of electrons flowing back and forth like it does in AC, by the time it comes out of this rectifier, it's constant current, or DC, direct current, and the electrons are constantly flowing forward. So that's just a simple way to convert AC into DC, and these of course come in different voltages and different amps, and you can pick one that you think suits your needs, but whatever voltage goes into a rectifier comes out of a rectifier, sometimes with a very little bit of loss, especially in lower voltage situations. So that's how to turn any transformer and the voltage that's coming out of it into DC. So hope you enjoy the video. That is how we are charging our electric quad. If you like the video, hit the like. It really helps out. And subscribe to the YouTube channel if you'd like to see us progress through as we build and improve this electric ATV. So I'm really excited about this project. It's going to be lots of fun, and we'd love for you to follow us, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on this journey. Hit that notification so that every time we upload a video, you get a notification and you can watch the video. We'll see you next time.